like today there's a wide range of ways for us to watch our favorite TV shows. Back in the day, it was like cable was the only game in town, and then there was cable and Netflix, and then cable and Netflix and Hulu, and then Apple showed up and Amazon, and there was Paramount and Peacock and CBS and Disney, and stop me, please. But it kind of made it a little confusing because one week you could find your favorite show on one platform, and then the next weekend it would be on another platform, and there was always all kinds of crisscross. And you're just kind of sitting around wondering, well, which was the best for me? Should I cut the cable cord, or should I just pick a couple of these streamers? What's up? And I always laugh because that is exactly what I think about when I'm talking with a client and they say to me, Clay, I want to do a promo video for my business. Can you help me? And I'm like, sure, happy to help. What kind of video are you doing? And they're like, I don't know. What do you suggest? And I laugh because just like in that streamer scenario, and there's like no one set approach to absorbing your favorite content, there is no one size fits all answer to that question either. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you really should know when planning a video for your business. First, what's your goal? Are you trying to inspire, educate, or maybe you just want to sell something directly? Let's say, for example, you want to educate your audience on something that's complex and technical. In this case, it's very important to have clear visuals that back up to what's being said verbally. So it would be a good idea to lean into some graphics, some animation to help tell that story so that people can see and really understand clearly what this complex information is. Another thing you need to know is your budget. Do you have the budget to go out and hire a professional camera crew to shoot on location, or to hire actors, voiceover artists, designers? Or maybe you're just getting started and are literally wearing all the hats. Either way, it's totally cool as long as you know the answer to that question. If you don't have the budget to hire someone to go out and shoot for you, no problem. We can look at other ways of picking up those shots. We can consider using stock footage or animation, or you could even pick up your own smartphone and go out and take some photos or videos on your own of whatever needs to be included in your video. And it's kind of fun. Which brings me to the third thing you need to know. Your resources. Do you have a lot of cool videos, photos, visuals, or other existing elements that you can include in the project? Or maybe you have a house with lots of cool rooms to shoot in, or a business with multiple locations where you can go to. Are you good on camera? Do you have the skill set to speak on camera or do the voiceover and make sure that you're the one that's leading the video? And how about your clients, colleagues, and staff? I bet they have a lot to offer. Maybe they can contribute by offering a testimonial or digging up some great props. The fourth thing you need to know when planning a video for your business is how much time do you have? When does this video need to be done? Do you have 3 weeks or 3 days? 2 very different time frames. Do you need anyone else's approval other than your own? This is very important in determining your timeline and your production schedule, especially when you're dealing with multiple people and coordinating multiple schedules. And the last thing you need to know when planning a video for your business is, do you have permission? Okay, so I was working with a client who was a professional athlete, and she wanted to put out a killer video on social media. She had all these amazing photos and videos to include, and she wanted to use the song Viva La Vida from Coldplay. Now, I love that song, love that song. It's a great song, but I do not own that song, and neither does she. And she didn't really think it was a big deal. She's like, we can just go into Apple and download it. I'm like, yeah, we can buy it, but that doesn't mean we have permission to put a video out with their song without their consent. So I had to kind of explain that to her. And the social media sites nowadays all have software that detect copyright infringement. So what's likely to happen is it's likely to get blocked on the upload, or you're gonna get smacked with a copyright violation notice on your page, and you really don't want all your fans and followers to see all that. So whether you're gonna be using something that doesn't belong to you in the form of music, video, photos, getting permission in advance is always the best practice. So those are just a few of the things that I do, and a few things that you should keep in mind when planning a video for your business. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like and share button, and remember to subscribe for more great videos about videos. I'll see you next time.